Beau Geste.
Around you stands a legion of dead men, and over you an unseen menace hangs in the African night. We escape to Africa, to the Sahara, to an earlier day, and to one of the greatest adventure mysteries of all time, Beau Geste. But first, a word from our sponsor. Are you tired of the water with no sugar, or that doesn't have any carbs at all? Well, come get Diet Water Zero Light, only 200 calories.
Diet Water Zero Light, it gives you all the might.
It's the greatest product this whole year. It has more calories than a beer.
Come get some energy, this puts your life in jeopardy.
It pairs so well with Wheaties. It's a leading cause for diabetes.
The report had been brought to my headquarters in Tukatu 3 days before, and I had a squadron on horse and ready to leave in 10 minutes. We had been in continuous forced march ever since, and the Camel Scout had reported that this Sundanese outpost was under attack by a force of at least 2,000 Arabs, and that the tiny garrison had little chance of survival. As we came up to the last crest of the sand dune, shutting off our view of the lonely muddy fort, I ordered my surgeon to dismount the men and form skirmish lines while I rode ahead to the reconnoiter. At the top of the ridge, I reined my horse and sat staring in amazement over the 200 yards of bare sand stretching up to the walls of the fort. Nothing moved. There was no sound, no sign of life. The oasis off to my left was deserted, the Arabs gone, and the tricolor of France still waved overhead. It was then were fired from the fort, and the bullets kicked up spats of dust just one side of me. I rode in under the walls and stopped in front of a tall wooden gate. I could see now that every gun slip above me was manned by a grim-faced legionnaire, holding his rifle leveled and ready. Congratulations, mes amis! France and I am proud to salute you. Come now, why so grim? You are victorious! Inform your commandant that a major of Spahis awaits his pleasure. Legionnaire, you up there, with the pipe in his mouth, go and inform your commandant. Do you hear me?
Is everything in order, mon commandant?
I'm not sure. Bugler, sound the regimental corps.
They do not answer, mon officier.
Believe me, Sergeant, when I get into this fort.
Look, mon capitan, the man over the gate. He has been shot in the forehead.
Sacre bleu! You are right, Sergeant. He is dead.
And the one next to him also.
Wait, and all along these walls.
They are all dead.
Impossible! Who then fired the shot when I rode up? Sergeant, get a volunteer. Have him scale the wall and open the gate from the inside.
If you will pardon me, mon commandant,
Eh?
I will volunteer.
Oh, all right, Bugler. Go ahead.
Yes, mon commandant.
Sergeant, this could be a trap. Have the men take open order at 50 yards and wait and watch the gun slits there along the wall. And wait we did. 5 minutes. 10. The men began to look at one another, to stir uneasily. The fort was silent. Nothing moved. 15 minutes passed. The gate was not opened, and the bugler did not come back. Finally, my sergeant and I climbed the walls ourselves, and we searched the eerie outpost room by room. But we could find no sign of our bugler, nor of any other living soul. The bodies of the entire garrison were on the battle rack, at the top of the wall, their heads and shoulders jammed grotesquely into the gunslips, where someone had propped them, while the dead hand clutched the rifle. They would never fire again. Only 2 bodies were not so placed. One of a light-haired legionnaire, a light-haired young man who had placed peacefully on his back, his hands crossed over the rifle under his chest, and the other body.
This one was the commandant. See, he wears the gold star.
So he does, Sergeant. He also wears a French bayonet in his heart. He was murdered by one of his own men.
Rifles fired by an empty fort. The bugler disappeared. I don't like this place.
How in the name of heaven did they stab him? His revolver is still in his right hand, and in the other, a scrap of paper.
Perhaps the paper explains all of this, eh?
To the Commissioner of Scotland Yard, I hereby confess fully and freely that I and I alone stole the great sapphire known as the Blue Water. Signed, Beau Geste. What is it all about? What does this mean?
Mon Commandant, these things are impossible, but they have happened. They do not make sense. Why don't we go outside?
But this was not to be the end of it. Shortly after dark, the column of flames flared suddenly in the heart of the silent fort. In a matter of moments, the whole interior was in a blaze, throwing a great pillar of fire into the black desert night. We sat and watched it burn. There was nothing else to do, and as I stared at the leaping flames, kindled by an unseen hand, I realized suddenly that neither I nor any man alive would ever know what strange things had really happened here at the lonely fort of Lindenhof.
Hey Jim, did you get the newest flavored mouthwash yet?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Yeah, guess what flavor it is?
Peppermint.
No.
Bubblegum?
Nope.
Ocean blue.
No.
Aw, come on. Give me a hint.
It's brown.
Chocolate?
No. It's tobacco mouthwash! And it's part of the 1920s baseball field mouthcare set. Rinse it round once, rinse it round twice. Tobacco mouthwash, it tastes so nice. Order now and receive a complimentary cut grass toothpaste for no additional charge.
My name is Beau Geste, and I'm the only man alive who knows all that happened at Lindenhof. My two brothers and I grew up at Brandon Abbot, south of London. Beau was the oldest, then Digby, then I found myself 2 years younger. I can remember very little of those days as I look back, except that we were as happy as only young boys can be. We read thrilling tales of the French foreign region, sailed toy boats on the pond, and gave flaming Viking funerals to our tin soldiers that fell in our battle, burning them on funeral pyres of kindling wood, with little toy dogs and horses at their feet, while Digby blew taps on his trumpet. Our only queen was the cool and lovely Aunt Patricia, with whom we lived. Uncle Hector was seldom in England, and the hurt in Aunt Patricia's eyes grew deeper with the years, while the great estate fell slowly into ruin. We children knew nothing of it. There were others, of course, in the household, but those days are far away now and gone forever. And I can remember very clearly only that one last night when the three of us had come back from Oxford. We were all together for the holidays. It was on that night that the story of Lindenhof really began. Of course, we had a few younger cousins over as well, Michael and Robert, two little cherubs. We finished dinner and played games for a while. Now we sat in the library, laughing and talking. Gradually, our attention became more and more focused on the small black satin box in the middle of the table.
Oh, please, Aunt Patricia. Could you open the case and have a look at it? We've had it sitting there for half an hour.
Michael, I thought you'd like to draw out the suspense as long as possible.
Well, it's been long enough.
I have to say, Aunt Patricia, I agree with him.
Why, Beau, you do?
I'm afraid so. Come on, Aunt Patricia, let's have a semi-annual look at the family heirloom.
Well, all right then.
I should have my trumpet and blow fanfare.
There we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 7th largest sapphire in the world, the Blue Water.
Wow, it's amazing!
I'll say, and I've seen it half a dozen times a year my whole life.
How about you, John? How would you like to juggle a stone with 500,000 pounds?
That's all right, Dig. I'll just take a look at it after a while.
Lights!
Must have been a fuse. Burton will have them back on in a moment.
Now everyone, stand still and don't bump into anything.
A bit spooky, isn't it? Makes me think of skeleton hands.
Don't be afraid, Michael. You're among friends here.
What was that?
I can't understand why Burton doesn't.
Oh, there we are.
And not a soul got lost in the dark.
Look! These ladies and gentlemen, and I think all of us are, who decided to play this joke.
Sapphire's gone.
The next hour became a nightmare. No one would admit taking the blue water, and if it had been done as a joke, already it had been carried too far. Finally, Aunt Patricia went to bed, telling us that the library would be opened all night, so that the prankster, she wouldn't use the name thief, would return the blue water to its face in secret. The rest of us drifted off to our rooms. Then an hour before midnight, Digby came to my room to tell me quietly that our brother Beau had packed a bag and left Brandon Abbas. I turned off my light and sat in the darkness, listening to the ticking of the clock. I wasn't surprised when 2 hours after midnight, I heard a sound beneath my window. I looked out to see Digby slipping off down the drive. I was fairly certain that neither of my brothers had stolen the blue water, but I understood what they were doing. Gallant as always, Beau had run off to withdraw attention away from those innocent ones who might be hurt. Digby had followed to split up the search for Beau. I could only guess where they had gone, but long before dawn, I knew where I must go and what I had to do. And so it was that 5 days later, I walked into Fort Therese, into the recruit barracks of the French Foreign Legion in Algeria.
And if they refer to this caravan as barracks, heaven help.
Hey, Dick. You just walked in the door.
Good Lord, Ralph. What's John? Come here.
Oh, here, youngster.
Digby, Beau, why I knew 10 to 1 that I'd find you in the Legion.
You brainless young idiot. Both of you.
Why, Beau, what's wrong?
Oh, Beau just wanted to be the only noble one in the family, John. Pay no attention to him.
Well, there was no reason for us all to run away, seeing as it was I who stole the blue water.
Don't see how you could, since I brought it with me. I had a deuce of a time getting it through customs.
Oh, you did you?
Now look, you two, I've had the blue water all the time, and if either of you want to look at it, I wonder who did steal it.
What difference does it make? It's driven us all three into the Foreign Legion now. We're in for 5 years whether we like it or not.
Fine. What do we do?
Well, we aren't in it yet. There's supposed to be some sort of inspection in it.
You know you shouldn't have come, either of you. But I'm glad both of you are here.
Thanks, Beau. So am I.
Well, I can't say what we're in for, lads, but we're in it together.
What's happening? Lord, what's that?
I'm supposed to stand up.
Is it a man or is it a gorilla?
What all the other men say.
Silence, my little dogs! 3 sniveling little purse snatchers if I ever saw one!
I'll say now.
Shut up! One more remark and I will be having you kick all the teeth out of your head! Hold out your hands, all 3 of you! Never had a day of real work in your lives. Well, we are going to change all that, my little pigs. Sacre bleu! We are not going to change it. I will march you through the sand till you drop on your faces. When that happens, I will kick you until you get up or die. And if you choose to die, perhaps they may keep kicking you after you are dead. You are in the Legion now, you little dogs, and I will give you cause to know it. You will curse Sergeant Lejeune 10,000 times if you live long enough. And each time you will wish you had stayed in England to be hanged, as no doubt probably should. Is all of that perfectly clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Ha. Well, that's better, anyways. Recruits, report and full kit to the parade ground in 10 minutes. Meanwhile, go out and pick up this pigsty. Dismissed!
If anyone wants my share, he can have it.
5 years under that? He's not even human.
Well, he's part of the Legion, and you have to remember, no one asked us to join, did they?
If you will pardon me, gentlemen, I would like to take the liberty to introduce myself. Francois Blondin, at your service.
Well, we're the Smith brothers. And that's Beau. This John, and I'm Digby.
This is my 3rd enlistment with the Legion, so I know of what I am speaking. And I can tell you that you are starting out on the wrong foot, gentlemen. You should not have antagonized Lejeune, gentlemen.
And how do we antagonize the good sergeant, Monsieur Blondin?
Oh, perhaps your hands were too clean. But no matter, for now you have Francois Blondin as your advisor.
We are honored.
I stand very well with Sergeant Lejeune. There are reasons, and I have other contacts too. I know all the ins and outs of this business, and I can be most useful to someone who has something very valuable to hide. These men here are all thieves, of course.
Oh, good heavens, not really.
There is no time to talk now, but after the drill we will meet in the cantina for a bottle of wine, and I think we shall become very good friends. Au revoir, mes amis.
Well, perchance I can't quite see Mr. Oily there as one of our close friends. He overheard us talking about the sapphire, of course.
Though between him and that Sergeant Lejeune.
Senior, pay no attention to me. Pretend I'm only polishing his boots, eh? But listen carefully. Do not trust that man Blondin. He's a thief, a liar. He is a little bloodhound who works for Sergeant Lejeune. When you want to know something, you come to me. Guantai. I will take good care of you.
I bet you would at that.
Soon we'll have a chance to talk. I, Guantai, will take care of everything. But no one steals. I go now. You be very careful.
Well, along with Lejeune, probably have a bunch of thieves looking to steal the sapphire. Well, come on, boys, let's find out how they march in the Legion.
March we did. Hours in the sun and dust day after day. We wondered how much worse it would be in the desert. Too hard and tough. We learned the ways of the Legion, the ways of the Legionnaires. Some we liked, some we hated. But either way, we learned to live with them, talk with them, drink with them. We became soldiers, Legionnaires. We longed for active duty, we got it. Even sooner than we hoped.
Forward! Watch!
We marched out of Cité de la Paix to the south. We learned how beastly the desert is. Without the bar, we got the second beat. That madness that comes when brains are cooked by the sun and men become gibbering idiots who die. At Segura, some men were detached and sent to Timbuktu for cavalry training. Among them was my brother Dick. The rest of us marched on. 2 days later, our commandant went mad. He shot him in the head. Command passed to Sergeant Lejeune. On south of Yours, the last southern outpost, straight into the mouth of hell. That fought at Zindanov. If we hoped for action, we didn't find it at Zindanov. Day after day went by with no sign of the Arab forces. Nothing but eternal sentry duty. And each day like the same dull day before. Full command now, Lejeune became more brutal than ever. The men glowered and growled under their breath and whispered together in small groups. In a month, the fort was seething under the surface with madness and hate, and even worse. Off duty for the moment, Beau and I were sitting at the oasis one afternoon when we heard someone approaching over the desert sand.
Uh-oh, hold on to your watch, Johnny. Here comes that weasel, Guantai.
Buonasera, Signor. Have you seen anyone else around?
Not a soul, my little puppy. Goodbye.
No. I must talk with you. You should know what is going to happen.
It certainly couldn't get any worse.
You know, perhaps, the Legionnaire who used to be a butcher. Short.
We know him. What up?
Well, perhaps become a butcher again very soon. Perhaps he kill a pig.
But there are no pigs here.
There's one. A big fat pig. A real commandant of a pig.
Lejeune?
I did not say.
Mutiny, eh? It may take a lot of butchers to kill that pig.
There are a lot of butchers. But for you two, the question is whether to be pigs or butchers.
Well, of course we don't want to be butchered, but neither do we want to be eaten by the pig.
It is very difficult, but you must decide. It will happen soon.
Suppose the butchers did kill the pig and started across the desert. What then? You'd be dead in 3 days from thirst or the Arabs.
One must take a chance. Besides, this is Lejeune. He plans to kill you for the great jewel you have. I heard him talking to Blondin.
I see. Well, we'll let you know, Guantayo.
Decide quickly if you wish to live. You must go now. Say nothing to anyone.
Well,
I think we're all gonna die one way or another. Glad Digby's out of it.
So am I. Well, we'll wait and see what happens, will we? And while we wait, a message from our sponsor.
The next time you go to school, don't feel like a great big fool. Your legs are jittery under your desk, and they feel like they've been plagued by a pest. You need a fidget spinner. It's a spinning type of thing. You need a fidget spinner. It'll even make you sing. It is raining out and you need to run, then spin the spinner just for fun. Have you ever been so bored you feel like you're about to bust your gourd? Then you need a fidget spinner. It's a spinning type of thing. You need a fidget spinner. It'll even make you sing. Prices and participation may vary. See store for details.
We were not forced to wait any longer than that very night. I was awakened an hour before dawn by someone whispering in my ear. It was Lejean. He held a pistol in his hand.
If you make one sound, I will blow your brains out. Follow me.
I followed him quietly out of the barracks room between the rows of sleeping men, and we stood beside the oil lamps that burned in the cantina.
I have been informed of a plot of mutiny, and I have heard that you and your brother have not joined it. I'm going to nip that little scheme in the bud. You understand?
Yes, sir.
You'll go back and wake your brother while I keep you covered by the door. I have 2 rifles here. Your brother will take one of them and kill any man who tries to leave his bed. You will take the other and come with me. We are going to disarm the guard.
Whatever you say, mon commandant.
Bien, come on.
We left Beau on guard at the barrack room and made our way through the sleeping floor up the ladder to the battle round.
It is very quiet up here, mon commandant. I have just ordered the sentry into the guardhouse and the arsenal is locked.
Bien, bien. Go down to the guardhouse and take their guns. Tell them 2 rifles are covering the door and that any man who steps into the light will be shot.
Oui, mon commandant.
We stood there on the ramp and waited, our rifles aimed at the square of light in the doorway. I watched the first gray light of dawn filter over the walls and wondered if Lejean was going to get away with it. I was given no chance to find out. Lejean, look outside the door!
Dancing! Sacre bleu, we are under attack! London, cut out the guard! Open the arsenal and pass out the arms! Buglers, sound the alarm! Look at the little pig out there, sacre bleu! But they will find out before long it is Lejean they are fighting! Come on, soldiers, fire guns!
The men streamed up the ladders onto the ramp, loading their rifles as they ran. They were soldiers first and last, legionnaires. In the face of battle, all thoughts of mutiny were set aside. Through the whole of that long, hot day, we fought the Arab mob, met their snipers and poured deadly fire on the gun slits. And slowly but surely, our little garrison melted away. Lejean was everywhere, cursing and firing, grabbing bodies as they fell and jamming them back into the ramparts, so that the Arabs could have no way of knowing how few of us remained. As the ghastly night came to a close, only 4 of us were left. Beau and I, Lejean, and Blondin. Before dawn, Blondin was gone. And then, as the first red rays of the sun swept over the sand, boom!
Never mind, soldier! Get below and bring up a pan of soup. The devils will soon be letting up for a moment.
But my brother is wounded!
I said get below! I will take care of him.
I propped my rifle against the wall and went down the ladder. But at the bottom, I stopped suddenly. Lejean was going to take care of him? I was not going to let him take care of Beau the way he did the others, by making a grotesque dummy out of his dead body. I climbed back up the ramp. Lejean was bending over his body. He had torn open his tunic and was pawing at some of the papers he'd taken from it.
Eh? What? I thought I told you to go below.
You beastly thing! Take your paws off my...
There's no reason why I should not shoot you. You have disobeyed orders. I have no need of you now. I sent off a runner when I heard of the mutiny. I should be a relief force here in an hour or 2. Ha! Perhaps a few bullets to the stomach would...
Get him, Johnny! Here, take it!
I punched hard. tearing the bayonet out of its scabbard and drove it into his heart.
Nice work, Johnny. Glad I could help.
Beau, you're all right. You aren't dead.
That's what you think, youngster. Deliver those letters. Be sure the confession's made public. Be sure.
Beau! I gathered up the letters, closed his eyes, and crossed his hands over his chest. There was nothing else to do. Then I filled a knapsack with bread, water, and ammunition, prepared to slip out of the fort. It was at that moment an officer of relief force rode over the ridge to the north. I wasn't sure whether the Arabs were still in ambush, so I fired 2 shots behind him, and then slid over the wall in the backside and sprinted for the nearest sand dune, 100 yards away. I must have dropped there and fallen asleep immediately. When I awoke, it was dark, and the moon was just rising behind the black walls of the fort. As I watched it, a tongue of flame shot up, and in a moment, the whole interior of the fort was ablaze. But why? Why was the relief force bending Zindanov? Just then, a figure of a man slid over the wall nearest me and came running in my direction. I raised my rifle. Ho! You're covered!
What? Oh, hello, boy. I thought you'd be out here somewhere.
Digby, how did you get here?
I was the bugler with the relief force, Johnny. They sent me over the walls to open the gates. I hid instead. Things were pretty rough.
Fairly so. Digby, they killed Beau.
Yes, I saw him.
Did you start the fire?
Beau always wanted a Viking funeral. I had to give it to him, you know.
Yes, I remember.
I piled all the furniture together, put sheets on top of it, and poured lamp oil all over it. It was the best I could do.
He'd have liked it, Digby.
I didn't have a horse or a spear, but I did find a dog to burn at his feet.
A dog?
Yes, Johnny, a dirty, rotten dog I found in the battle ramp. It used to call itself Le Jean.
What followed after, how we were attacked by Arabs, starved and thirsted, and barely found the strength to continue, all of it hardly seems to matter now. Suffice it to say that there came a day when I found myself back at Brandon Abbas, in the same room where it had all begun, and I told the story to Aunt Patricia. She made me read the letter.
My beloved Aunt Patricia, when you read this, I shall be dead. I took the blue water, of course, or rather the imitation which you had made after you sold the real stone. Yes, Aunt, I knew about that. You wanted the money for the tenants on the estate. I approved. But I also knew how you feared what would happen if Uncle Hector found out. I thought that stealing it might help you. If I did wrong, I only hoped that you might forgive me. For my part, I remain affectionately, as always, your own Beau Geste.
Thank you all. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And without further ado, thanks so much. We're all set.
Thanks everybody for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. Radio shows are one of our favorite projects to do.